The issue of how to feed our growing nation is something we've explored on American Farmer time and time again, as it is a growing issue that, if left unsolved, could result in food shortages and poorer health in developing countries and areas around the globe.
Well, I think everybody understands that over the last, especially the last century, we've seen a huge population growth within the United States. From 1900s to today, we've seen an increase of about 250 million people during that time frame. And along with that, we've seen an inverse relationship with the amount of farmers and ranchers that are out there feeding this increased population. The other thing that we've seen is taking care of and farming greater acreages. And a lot of that is due to technology changes we've seen within agriculture. 20-some years ago, when we were cutting alfalfa, we have 2 tractors, 2 hydro-swing cutters, and 2 hired hands to cut 80 to 100 acres a day. And today I cut with a 16-foot self-propelled swather by myself and able to put down at least 200 acres a day. So with the changes in technology, we've been able to be more efficient, more productive. And with that, it's allowed us to help meet the needs and the demands of the U.S. population.
Fastline Publications, a company that connects buyers and sellers in the ag equipment industry, is dedicated to helping people interested in farming find the equipment, parts, and products they need to successfully make a living in agriculture.
Fastline Media Group is a company that was founded literally on my kitchen table, going back to a timeline when we realized that there was a need to connect dealers to potential buyers of their products. We started off from a foundation of the heavy-duty truck industry, and 30 years ago we got involved in the ag industry, and now what we do is we produce a catalog that links dealers to farmers. We're focused on that local business guy connecting to the farmer, the guy that is going to buy his piece of equipment. And then back in 1998, we brought our digital version of Fastline.com into play.
Fastline supports the American farmer and brings value to the companies that sell equipment and services to those hard-working people.
At Livingston Machinery, we believe that it's our calling to help farmers feed the world. And one of the ways that Fastline helps us to do that is it allows us to get out there all the products and services that we offer to our customers so that they can use that to drive production in their own operations and to feed their own families.
It's funny because we always say we have the best job in the company because we get to talk to the farmers, and they're the end user of our catalog, and so they are out there using the catalog to make purchases, and they truly love Fastline, and so it makes it a lot easier to talk to people that really love your product. From grandfather to father to son to even grandson, to the point where we get pictures in of the little kids reading the magazines and sitting on their grandfather's laps and looking at the catalogs and things like that. And it's a lot of fun to receive that kind of stuff. Like I said, best job in the company because we get to talk to people like that all the time.
Well, basically what we do, we print catalogs for Fastline Publications. We've been printing here for 20 years. Basically, the way I see Fastline catalogs is a tool. They use that tool to buy other tools, their equipment and whatever they need to run their farms. The American farmer is, to me, our #1 resource in America. And it's important that they have a means to be able to buy equipment easily and read the magazine and help them find equipment that they need to run their farms. And that's important. We take pride in knowing that we do that for the farmer.
In addition to its catalogs, Fastline's digital offerings bring everything to the farmers at the stroke of a keyboard or the swipe on a mobile device.
Well, agriculture has always been a mobile world, and we just haven't always had the tools that we need in order to make decisions out there in that mobile world. But now with the use of mobile technologies like cell phones, tablets, and all the equipment that we're able to put inside of farm equipment now, farmers are able to get the data that they need in order to make decisions right there on the spot in the field.
The number of farmers that go onto our website, Fastline.com, it's phenomenal. The numbers, I mean, I'm amazed to see how many are out there looking and continually searching. So we kind of take a look at it. The catalog kind of captures the eye. I think they do a lot more shopping on the catalog. but we also know that people go to the digital version to really maybe do a little bit more research. So we have that both from literally their laptop or their home computer, but we also have it on a mobile.
Fastline.com is our website. The main purpose of Fastline.com is an online searchable database of new and used farm equipment. We put it out there for anyone across the nation and even across the world to be able to search new and used farm equipment by category, by type, hours, year, make, model. We try to give as many filters as they would need to find exactly what they're looking for. So what we've done is provide a search opportunity online that is easy and fast. We know these guys and girls don't have a ton of time, and so we know that if they need a part or a piece of equipment, they need to find it fast, and that's what we're all about.
We found that the digital is allowing us to engage with our farmers even more so because of social media. So whether it's on Facebook or it's on Twitter, those are things that we're fully engaged with as well.
One of the nice things about the Fastline products is that they reach both the small and the large ag producers. And as the market continues to consolidate, we have utilized a lot of their special editions that are geared specifically towards large ag producers.
Big Ag is two things. Number one, it's a publication. We've got about 100,000 plus large acre producers all across the country that get targeted with this specific publication. So we know that being a larger farmer means you have different needs, and so we found that some of our advertisers wanted to talk to these larger farmers in a different way. Every farm is a business, but the Big Ag audience might have an IT manager on staff. They have workers that come in that aren't necessarily part of the family, so their needs might be a little different. And what we wanted to do was be able to provide an online community and an online resource that allowed these large commercial producers a place to talk, a place to share, a place to learn. So we are so excited that BigAg.com has just launched. It's a brand new website, and it's really focused on community. It's really focused on allowing those large acre producers a place to share with like-minded individuals some of their needs and concerns, tips, best practices. Where did you go to learn about HR policy? Well, not only do we want our Big Ag farmers to share their own experiences, but we also want to provide them with that content and that information and those resources to go out on their own and develop the products and develop that infrastructure that they need to become more successful and more efficient in their businesses. In addition to our forum on BigAg.com, which is a place where farmers can come and ask questions and get answers and share stories, we're also looking for folks to come in and provide field reports. We know that what's happening in South Dakota is most everybody's going to know what's happening in South Dakota, but someone in Texas might be really interested in that. Or someone in Florida might be interested in what's happening in California. Similar crops in different parts of the country, or just completely different crops all across the country. We wanted to give a centralized place where people can just come and get the information and read about what is going on across the nation in terms of large commercial production agriculture. So we're really excited about this opportunity to see and really get more of a finger on the pulse of what's happening today in agriculture across the United States.
With a strong and growing number of women taking active roles in agriculture, Fastline Media Group introduced PinkTractor.com.
A couple of years ago, Fastline really realized that the list of people that we talked to, the readers of Fastline, were not just male anymore. There were women starting to come to the farm show, and it really became more of a family event where the women were getting involved, the kids were interested at a younger age, and I think Fastline just realized that that is a group of people that we weren't talking to. PinkTractor.com is a website and a publication for women in agriculture. So we focus on the women who are on the farm, who help out on the farm, and we are really just a resource for them, both in print and online, to help them do what they do every day. We do everything from tips on how to change the oil in your tractor to how to manage your time when you're harvesting and it's just really busy and you have, kids going back to school and there's lots of different things going on the farm and off the farm, and sort of how to manage your time. We have everything from recipes even to like relationship tips for people who are, whole families on the farm. It can get really stressful. So we just try to be a well-rounded resource to give them help in anything they want. And we do have a lot of people who ask questions, who come to us kind of like for advice, and they want to know more about what other women are doing and how they handle it. I think the main thing that we try to focus on is just building that community. So whether that's sharing information, this woman in California is doing this, and this person in Washington is doing this, and that helps me because I'm in Kentucky and I know I'm not alone. I think that's the biggest thing for us, is just building that community.
As Facebook came around, we studied it, we looked at it, and we saw that some companies were really starting to embrace it. And so we started looking at it and brought somebody on to be full-time on the social media. So we've been very actively involved in it for a longer time than most companies. And we want to build community. We've really been about building community and having that connection going on with the farm community for decades now. And we look forward to continuing that for many years to come. I come from a family business. I have a great appreciation for the family business. So when I look out at the agricultural industry, it is filled with family, from the farmer to the dealer. Most of these businesses that the farmer buys from, they're family organizations. They're not big, huge corporations. But the biggest thing I think that when we take a look at it is somebody that started looking at this, possibly when they were 3, 4, or 5 years old because of the pictures. It's 30 years later. So some of those are now the young men that are really involved, and ladies that are involved in their farming communities and their farming operations. And we've really stayed connected with them over the years. I see that our folks, they're on the top of leading technology, and that they're producing more per acre today than what they were 10 years ago. And I think that's always going to be a continual challenge, and we're certainly looking forward through our social engagement is to address issues that they would like for us to address. So I think our key is that we want to always be listening to our readers and asking questions of them, and hopefully they're going to be one of the ways that we steer this company the right way for the future.
For more information, visit www.fastline.com.